Hi there, welcome to the Tent News, where the truth comes to light and the stories everyone is talking about are brought straight to you. From shocking confessions and viral social media moments to real life mysteries and trending drama, this is the place where we uncover it all. Now, please watch this video first, and I will be back with the rest of my commentary.
Ma-South Africans sanibonani umakoti wangey'teti lo kodwa osanayo inimba nendaba ngezwi lakhe futhi ongeke uze umbone nangelilodwa ilanga ekhipha amagama awukudelela kubana kusengazuthi uthola imfudumalo ngaphandle kwasekhaya lakhe. Le ividiyo nje yesicelo ngenkulu inhlonipho ngiyabahlonipha amalungu eMarch and March bawumndeni kimi akujiki ukuthi kusekhaya eSouth Africa kusekhaya. Ngiyabahlonipha ubaba uMchunu, ngiyabahlonipha ubaba uNdabandaba nangokwazi ke nje umlando wezwe nangesibongo sakwaNdabandaba okwabantu abafika eSwazini ngesikhathi sokubuza kwenkosi uSobhuza. Bafika eSwazini nakhona bafike bazakhela udumo olukhulu nangokuthanda ubukhosi obabusa ngaleyo nkathi leso ngoba bafika nolwazi olukhulu lokwazi ukuthini ukusebenzisa amakhambi esintu. Kwathi ngokufika kwabe eSwazini ingane yendlunkulu yenkosi yayishawe imamba bakwazi ukuthi abantu bakaNdabandaba benze njani bayisize leyo ngane bese bezakhela udumo ke enkosini yayibusa ngaleso sikhathi baze baphiwa nendawo. Ngiyakhohlwa ke igama kodwa ngazi ukuthi baphiwa indawo nje esentabeni ingwedze bese kuba ukujika inkosi yabakhomba ukuthi sikunipha indawo ekuthiwa ingwedze ukuze kuyojika kube umfula ngazi noma ingovuma noma ingovuma kodwa nje kuyinto kanjalo okwenza ukuthi ke mina social media awukwazi ukuthi ungenze ngikhohlwe ile mlande kanjalo nangokuthi ukuba nefoni ukwazi ukwenza ama video kungikhohlisa ukuthi mina sekumele ngiphendulane nabantu abakhulile unami ngaleyo ndlela ngisho ukuthi ngabe ngihambisana nabo ngisho ukuthi ngabe ngiyahambisana nabo but akunginiki ilungelo lokuthi mina ngakwazi ukuthi ngibe ngaphezulu kwabo. Ithinto ngiyajabula kakhulu ukuthi izwe lami kuyizwe la South Africa liyakwazi ukusukuma mekukhona into engahambi kahle ezweni imele. Kodwa bengingathanda ngizongazi ukuthi kunenhlangano futhi ubaba umphakathi ubaba uphayela umthakathi ayiholayo ebizwa ngokuthiwa insizwa nobunsizwa. Okuyinhlangano engathi noma ngabe ngisele no 10 rand ephaketheni ngingayidonatela ngoba isenza iyinhlangano ekwazi ukuthi idile nomqondo womuntu wesilisa emkhulise from ukuba umfana abe indoda. Kungakubi baba uphayela umthakathi ukuthi ebuthweni lakho njoba nje ngishilo ukuthi ngiyahlonipha nonke ebuthweni lakho kungangubi ukuthi kube khona umuntu enihamba naye kodwa ebe ezalisile umuntu osifazane wala eSouth Africa. Uma esemzalisile kwaba ukuthi uyamshiya bebamshiya ngenxa yobunzima bempilo ngenxa yendlala kwazi kwagcina ukuthi izingane zakhe zondliwa ePakistan ngoba nakhe uma weingane zakhe eswele ukudla namanabukeni. Sinezime kanjalo baba ukuthi ngabe kuyinhlamba nasebuthweni ngabe kuyichilo ngabe kuyihlazo ukuthi njengoba insizwa soyishubile nje zenze okufanele ezweni lazo ngoba vele kuumthetho kuyinto efanele ukuthi mekhona ungahambi kahle bese ngiyasukuma. Kodwa baba ngithi mina ngicela ukuthi inhlangano yensizwa nomtsizwa nayo ayiqhakangiswe igqame yaziwe izwe lonke njengeMarch and March ngobani ziningi insizwe esadinga ukudodiswa. Ingane zazi insizwe ezinye zibiza amaPakistan ngobaba ngobani ngenxa yendlala ukuthi insizwa ziyahluleka ukukondla izingane. Osisi baze bagcine sebeyilahle emaPakistaneni hayi ngenxa yothando kodwa ngenxa yosizi nenhlupheko nendlala. Kungaba inhlamba ke ukuthi kanti nje zithi March and March ziyahuba kumnandi zilolizwe kanti nazo zinamabibi azo. Ngimzweleke ungasebenzi Kodwa kwazi ukuthi uyinsizwa usebenza uhluleke na ukondla iy'ngane zakho zizegcine sezithi baba kwePakistan ngenxa yokuthini uma wazo wagcina esejuba inhlupheko wafika ngokuzokwelete emaPakistaneni kwangokuye bagcine sekuthandana wagcine nje sekuyinto engazuthi umndeni wondlelwe iy'ngane zakho yiPakistan ngobani uyinsizwa yakwenu uyahluleka wena ukondla. Ngaba inhlamba-ke lokho ebuthweni ohamba nalo. Kungakuhle ukuthi ngoba nje kuthiwa bahambe nifuna ukusala nilungise lezi zinto ey'kanjalo ukuthi umuntu amele umnsizwa nobudoda bakhe. Akumele nje ukuba insizwa nobudoda bakhe. Oney'ngane azazi ukuthi iy'ngane lezi ezakithi ngizoyihlawula ngizozenzani ngizoyibuyisa zizekhaya zizokondliwa zizoba right zizokhula zibe right ngendlela efanelekile. Ngoba ukwazi ukuthi umnsizwa bakho ubazi makufanele umashi ube sebuthweni kodwa umndeni wakho nezingane ezikhishwe isidoda sakho azibazi umnsizwa bakho. Kungaba kubi ukuthi enye ingxenye esebuthweni ithi amaPakistan awahambe nje ngoba uyazi umuntu ukuthi umkakhe noma uma wengane yakhe ukweleta lona uyazi ukuthi kumele hambe isikweletile bese siphelile. Ngicela nje ukuthi ngigoqe kanjalo ngehle nje ngobonda njengesicabucabu ngoba vele mayisi kanje oxaba abanamanxeba bazothunukala babuye bezongithuka behlulwa yini ubudoda. Kodwa ke ngithi angiqhawule ukuthi nikwazile ukusuma meniyibona into engahambi kahle ezweni lenu nimele.
I'm going to say 10 things about the immigration crisis that you may not like, but you do need to hear. Number one, this is going to happen again next year and the year after, like it did every single year since 2008, because the focus is less on the issues that are being raised and more on the methodology that the people are using. And also, we rush to categorize it using fancy English. It's going to happen again next year and the year after because we're not solving the problem. Number two, South Africans are not asking for too much here. Everything that South Africans are asking for is policy in most countries, especially the countries where our brothers come from. Number three, South Africans are not innocent in all of this because it's us who work at Home Affairs, it's us who work at SAPS, it's us who are distributing the drugs in our communities, it's us who are keeping quiet about illegal things that happen in our backyards. It's us who work at customs, enabling the chaos. Number four, South Africans are also the ones that are democratically keeping problematic people in power. The very people that profit from this mess. We need to begin to vote in the image of our complaints. Number five, getting rid of groups like Dudula and Match is not going to help because the issues still exist. You get rid of one group today, another will form tomorrow. You get rid of that one, another will form the next day because the issues are still there. Number six, borders are not a Western concept. Maybe in the current format, yes, but every tribe in Africa has always demarked its territory and you need permission to approach that territory, to stay in that territory, and you need to behave while you're being accommodated in that territory. That's an African thing. It's un-African to deviate from that. Number seven, the Afrophobia starts with feeding Africans illicit goods, feeding Africans drugs, disobeying the African country's immigration laws. That's the Afrophobia. Also, it won't help Africa for one country to carry the responsibility for problematic African leaders who don't want to do right by their people. Number eight, corporate South Africa must also be held accountable for profiting from illegal immigrants that they overwork, underpay, and abuse. Number nine, the middle class is very problematic with their medical aid and their Model C schools. You are far removed from the issues that face the people that you claim to care about. Number 10, the chaos that is referred to as xenophobia only lasts a couple of days per place. Then it stops, but the issues continue. The issues go unaddressed. This is why this thing is reoccurring. Multiple geographies, multiple communities, same issue. Lastly, we can only fix this with good governance. And this is what our people need to be called back into. We take too long to punish the government of the day. We take too long. We are too kind to them. We smile too much with them. We smile too much with corrupt cops. We smile too much with corrupt state officials at SASA and at Home Affairs. We smile too much with corrupt councillors. Some of these people even see nothing wrong with what they are doing. They see nothing wrong with themselves. And that is what we as a country need to work on as communities. We smile too much with rubbish.
I also just feel like as South Africans, we have got bigger problems than this one of illegal immigrants. Like, we have bigger problems, guys. This problem that this lady is stating right here in this video, Wuti, we have men that will impregnate women and leave them just like that, not taking care of their kids. In South Africa, we actually have this baby mama syndrome thing, man. Like, that's where this baby mama thing is more famous. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Because if you check, most of the South African men, they will actually impregnate women and drop them just like that. They will not account, they will not take responsibility, they will not take care of those kids. And at the end, these women are now forced to go to these Pakistan men, to these foreigners, because obviously these foreigners are taking care of these kids, which South African men have run away from. I feel like Abuphakela Mthakathi, they should also focus on this matter and make sure that they fix it, so that these men, if they impregnate a woman, they stand for it. They take fully responsibility to take care of those kids, not leaving the kids alone. And this is another thing that contributes also to South African women not wanting to date South African men, going for foreign men, foreigners, yes, because they know that these foreigners will take care of these kids. South African men, most of them, unfortunately, they will not stand with you throughout the pregnancy, throughout the child growing. Like, they will just vanish, and you will actually have to go up and down with these maintenance court. It's a lot. But anyway, please say your thoughts down below in the comment section.